When you already stumbling to get up, but you keep on falling. Can't stop talking, feels like word vomit. Knowing everything that you're saying so toxic, but I've been around the world.
Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Faith here. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing because all we serve here is pure vibes and inshallah we have the best moments. We talk about motherhood, we talk about navigating life, we cook, we travel, we do hauls, and we also plug one another on affordable ways and things to get here in Nairobi, Kenya, and even we'll start doing international. So I am back again with another video. If you're new here, please just consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Please, road to 1,000 subscribers, please consider subscribing. Tap on the subscription button, then also click on the bell so that every time I upload a video, you'll be among the first to watch the video. So today I'm here with a sit down video, which I've not done in a very long time. And actually when I started out, I really used to love sitting down and just creating content for you and just talking to you guys and letting you know what I have in my mind. So today this is one of those videos. So I've just sat down and I was about to leave the house and I thought about this and I said, let me shoot this before I leave because I might come back and the psych is gone or all my points have evaporated, so I won't have anything to tell you. So I wrote everything here so that I cannot forget whatever I want to tell you guys. So this is just a short video, hopefully, but it's a video that really means a lot to me because number one, on September 9th of this year, I turned 30 years, which is a very big milestone. And I really thank God for this far that He has brought me. I have a good health. I have a supportive family. I love, and I also, the people that I love me back. So everything is just going on very well. And my skin, oh my God, my skin, I just have to give credits to me gifting myself some skincare products on my birthday, which were not cheap. So, and they've done so good to me and just evolving. When you reach 30 years, there is some maturity that comes with it. There is some good vibes that come with it. There is some kind of respect that comes with it. I'm not saying that people below 30 years are not respected, but right now you feel like an adult, you feel like a grown being. Because just recently I was having a conversation with some guy and he was like, Faith, do you know that I'm 22 years old? And I was like, oh my God, you are 22 years old. And he asked me how old I am, and I was like, I'm 30 years. And he told me, no, you don't look like a 30-year-old. And I was like, okay, I'm 30 years. And he was like, oh my God, you're too old. And that struck me because I remember when I was in my 20s, 21, 22, I was like, oh my God, those people who are 30 are so old. And right now I am there. And this is the reason why I'm doing this video, because there are so many things I've learned from the time I was born up to now, which I'm 30 years. So these are a few things that I learned up to now that I'm 30 years. And I'm just going to give my own experience or my own tips, things that I've gone through or things that I've seen from other people. So that is what I'm going to share with you. So let's get straight into the video. Please consider subscribing. You already know the vibes here. So I'm going to start with self-care because that is very important. Number one, skincare is very expensive but totally and completely worth it. Skincare is 1,000,000 shillings. I'm telling you, one product ends and you feel like the whole world is crumbling, but it's totally worth it. Actually, I started my skincare journey seriously on September 11th this year, 2023, and within those 2 months, the progress that I have seen with my skin and the change that I've seen with my skin, I really regret not having started early, but at least I started. So right now, this is something I really cherish and I take care of. At times, it was very difficult for me to wash my face at night, or I just sleep with makeup. I don't change my pillowcases, but right now, that is something I do every single day without failure. Whether I've come home early or late, I have to wash my face and I apply whatever I am supposed to apply for the night, and I take care of myself. I just don't walk in the sun anyhow, and if I have to walk in the sun, I wear my sunscreen religiously. So that is something that I do, and I don't let anyone touch my face. Oh my god, if you know me very well and you just put your hand just near my face, you'll see my reaction. I don't let anyone touch my face, or I just don't do whatever I was doing before I was advised on what I'm supposed to do for my face. So right now, after I probably the start of next year, I'm going to start with body care, because oh my god, we have to glow. So skincare is not cheap. It is not cheap at all. I remember going to buy those products and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'll eat vegetables for the rest of the year. Oh, but God has been very, very faithful. He has provided. Even with that, you buy skincare worth 30,000-40,000, but you still eat and drink every single day. So we just have to work hard. There is no excuse. Number 2, sleep is gold. For those who have been taking sleep for granted, please, can you start sleeping? Sleep is gold. And this, I once learned a lesson with this, because when I was in my 20s, I used to go out and party till morning, come back and just sleep and nothing will disturb me. But right now, you go out, you party till 4 a.m, because that is the most I can reach, 4 a.m. Then you come back home, and my daughter, being an early riser, wakes me up at 6:30, and when she comes and calls me, "Mom, good morning," I just look at her and tell her, "Ishani, please just give me a few minutes." I sleep, and I end up sleeping even for 2 hours, and she gets so mad at me. So if you have the opportunity, if you have the time, please sleep. Sleep. And also sleep is good for your health. You become more active, you become more proactive, so it is just good for your health. So sleep is gold. Sleep is gold. Do not, sleep is one thing that is very much underrated. Do you know, if you don't sleep, you can become so fatigued to an extent that your brain will stop functioning. You'll just be a walking zombie. So please take care of yourself, including sleeping. Number 3, your health is your wealth. Go for checkups. Go for checkups. It's quite unfortunate that most cases that we have of people becoming sick and people being diagnosed with some kind of diseases is because you didn't go for checkup early. Go for checkup. There are many times whereby hospitals hold campaigns for free, and people are urged to go and check themselves out, and some people just refuse to go. Even if it's a government hospital, just go get checked. At least you'll be told something, then you will start the step from there, even if at that particular time you didn't have money. But if you go for checkup, you'll know what is wrong with you. Then afterwards, you will take care of yourself. I remember sometime this year, I was having so much migraine. No, I'm going to say that point somewhere else in my points. Let me not say that right now. But your health is your wealth. If you're healthy, if you're thriving, everything will just go on very, very well. So please go for checkups. Take care of yourself. Drink water. Stay hydrated. I used to think, why are these people carrying water bottles? Why do they feel like they're... Can you drink your water? Stay hydrated. It helps your skin, it helps your gut, it helps everything. I think 80 or 90% of our body is made up of water. So once you drink water, you will avoid a lot of things. Chapped lips, your urine will not have that bad smell. It's a way of even detoxing. For most people who don't go to the gym, if you drink water and you walk, you're detoxing and you're removing the excess salts and whatever in your body. So drink your water and stay hydrated. Take your supplements. I know supplements are not cheap, you're going to tell me, but there are supplements which are very cheap, and actually you can just go sit down with your doctor, air out your needs, and they're going to give you supplements which are aligned to your whatever, to your pocket. There is always something that you can have. Please take your supplements. And if you cannot afford supplements, obviously, there's some people will be like, supplements are very expensive, I'm not going to buy a tablet for 50 or 60 shillings. Eat your fruits. There are pineapples which are being chopped even for as little as 20 shillings. Eat your fruits and your vegetables, which is very important. I normally see people saying, no, I cannot eat fruits, I cannot eat vegetables, I only do meat. Please eat your vegetables. Incorporate vegetables and fruits in your daily meals. After you eat your fruits, while you're eating, eat your fruits and vegetables, then drink your water. You will feel good. You will feel good about yourself. Exercise, it is good for your body. I recently visited my gynecologist and she was like, oh my God, do you work out? And I was like, no. And she's like, I think like 40 or 50 years, and her body was so toned unlike mine. And I was like, oh my God, do you work out? And she was like, yes. And I asked her, why do you work out? And she told me, not only for the body but even for the relaxation of the mind, just to take care of yourself. At least you feel good after going to the gym. You come back, you're very energetic, you're ready to conquer the day. And she told me, once I start working out, I'll go back to her and tell her how I feel about it. And definitely, I think it's about time I start working out. But please, start doing your exercises. Go to the gym. Pray. Praying is something that is underrated. There are some people who say, no, I don't believe. And I know there are some people who are prayer warriors. And I say prayers moves everything. There is nothing that prayer cannot do. I have seen that in my life firsthand. I have seen that in my life with other people. Prayer does wonders. Please get down on your knees and pray. Thank God for waking you up. Thank God for giving you food. Thank God even you can sit here and record this video. Thank God that you have a phone to communicate. Thank God for every single little thing that He has done in your life, because without Him, we can never be anywhere. God has held us, all of us, together, and He has taken good care of us. He has given us good health. He has provided for us. We eat and sleep even without thinking that there is someone who's watching over us. Let us pray. It is good and it is healthy and it is just something that we are supposed to do. This is not even something that I'm begging you. Let's pray. It's a must for you to pray. Okay? Read, it's good for your mind. I have been struggling with this. I start a book, I reach page 4, 5, and I stop reading completely. I don't know why. I have been wanting to listen to audiobooks, and that is another terrible fail. But personally, I want to start reading. I want to start reading because there is just some calmness that comes when you read. Then you don't have too much time to concentrate on things that are not beneficial to you. But when you read and you get stories from a different perspective of another person, you just feel like, oh my God, someone thinks like this. Oh my God, some things happen like this. So those are the benefits of reading. So read, it's good for your mind. Listen to music. Listen to music. Music is one thing. When I am low and when I am feeling very sad, I just turn on music. At times I put on my headphones or earphones and I just listen to music, and at times it can make you cry, and at times you don't cry, you just happy, you feel energized and you feel motivated for the day. Listening to music is good. This is free therapy. Just your YouTube, your iTunes, your Spotify, just turn them on and listen to music. Any type of music that you listen to, be it rock, R&B, gospel, bongo, piano. Yeah, just listen to any type of music that you like. You'll see how music is good for your soul. Go for therapy. Go for therapy. This is something that people are really trying to create awareness about, therapy. And people, I also used to have that mentality that therapists are lying to people, but it really helps a lot, because this is one person you will go and pour out your heart, your mind, your soul, and everything to, and you will definitely not hear any of your information with someone else, because that is something that they have to keep discreet. Number two, they really work with you, and this is someone you can call and go to most of the time without them judging you or getting tired of listening to you. Obviously you're paying for the services, and this is something they have learned and they have experience in. So go for therapy. Go for therapy. Go for therapy. It really helps. Go for therapy. Then dress nicely. This is not something that we should negotiate about. You are addressed how you dress. When someone sees you for the first time, they would know that you have a good heart, that you know how to cook, that you know how to look for money. No, they'll just see from, okay, she's dressed like this and that, so this means she's this and that. So dress nicely. This is not something we are here to debate about. Dress nicely. It's a form of good manners anyway. Smell good. This is another form of good manners. Oh my god, I normally shout about this on this channel. Please brush your teeth. Please wear your deodorants, your roll-on, whatever. Please put on perfume, be it Bath and Body Works, whatever, body mist, be it. There are so many perfumes which are affordable right now that you cannot sit with me here and debate with me that you cannot get something that is smelling nice. That is a lie. That is a lie. There are so many Arabic perfumes which are being sold, some 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, even 5,000 bob. There are even some dupes. There are so many things that can make you smell good and fresh. So there is no excuse for not smelling good. Go for dental checkup. I've realized this year that so many people have gotten their teeth checked. So many people have gotten braces. So many people are getting, is it veneers or veneers? So many people are going for dental checkup. And this is something I used to take for granted. I was like, oh my god, the only thing that can affect me is having a headache, having a stomach ache. When I experienced a toothache, I took a belt and tied it on my head, and I was like, I don't feel this pain anymore. That is the day that I knew that dental checkup is very important, because your mouth or your teeth work over time. They are always chewing every sort of different thing. No wonder you should brush your teeth at least twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. And maybe even some people also do that during the day. Yeah, I used to see people when I was employed back then. So after eating lunch, someone would go and brush their teeth. So at least do that. Go for dental checkup, get checked, know what is happening to your teeth. If you have cavities, avoid a lot of sugary foods and and stuff that will definitely affect your teeth. So go for dental checkup. That is it for self-care. Now we are going to move into relationship. Here I don't have so many points, but I'm just going to say the little that I have. Put yourself first. In whatever relationship you're in, be it with your boyfriend, your husband, your friend, whatever relation you have with anyone, always put yourself first. Because I noticed if you put others first, you really forget about yourself. Then you get absorbed into other people's lives. Then you forget about yourself, and there is nothing actually you can do about it when it's too late, or when you want to get out of that situation. It becomes very, very hard for you. But put yourself first. If you love yourself more than you love anyone, you will discover so much about yourself, and it will reach a point whereby there is nothing that you'll hold back just for you. So you will always do all you can for yourself before you do anything for other people. If things are not working out in your relationship, it's okay to walk away. Relationships are not a death sentence. I know some of you are going to say, oh, but you have to fight, but I've also put all that into consideration. But when it reaches a point whereby you are the one doing all the work and the other party is not into making things work, please walk away, because you're draining yourself and you're also affecting your mental health, because it's not a must. You'll get someone who will meet your standards. You'll get someone who will love you the way you are. You'll get someone who will take care of you. I normally see so many people telling other people, oh, your standards are too high. You will not imagine. You'll get someone who has higher standards than you, who wants to treat you even better than the way you want to be treated. So do not be in a hurry. Do not be in a hurry. Another point is Have your own money. It saves you a lot of bullshit. If I knew things like this earlier enough, there are some situations which I could have avoided, or things that made me feel so low about myself, and things that I just took just because I am not capable financially. I wish I had a faith in my teens and 20s who would tell me these things that I'm telling you right now. Have your own money. Have your own one. Work so hard that if you want to bring other people in your life, you are already established to an extent. You don't have to put up with any kind of disrespect, any kind of BS. Look for your own money. It saves you a lot. Another point is, no matter how much advice you give or concern you show someone, they will always choose what they want to, not what you to advise them. So everyone has their own mind. I used to advise people so much, but it reached a point whereby I talk to you now, tomorrow, the following day, and you keep on doing the same thing. I will not stop loving you. I will not stop hanging out with you. But in regards to that thing that we keep on going back to, we will never talk about it when we are together. We just leave it at that. I'm like, okay, you don't want to get out of that situation, but we've already talked about it. You've given me false promises. You've given yourself false promises. You keep on going to the same situation. So we're not going to deal with that. Let us deal with what is flourishing between us right now. So just at times, just keep silent and let people learn from their own mistakes. Another point is marry your best friend. Oh my God! This thing has a lot of depth. This thing, marry your best friend. Marry your best friend, because if you marry your best friend, when love doesn't stay for long, but if you started this thing or this beautiful journey as friends, it will reach a point whereby you see, okay, we don't love each other that much, but we still have our friendship. So you can still hang out. Even if babies come, you'll be like, okay, these are our babies, this is a product of our love, but we are still friends. You can still hang out together. Even at 50 and 60 years, you can still hang out together. You can still have those talks. You can still confide in that person. So marry your best friend. Marry your best friend. Trust your gut. I've sung about this time and again. If you have a bad feeling about something, there is always this inner voice which is always talking to us, which we always assume that we are not listening to. Please trust your gut. Trust your gut. It is always right 1001%. I'm not even going to give it a 99%. It is always right. Whatever you see the first days, that is what you will get for the rest of your relationship. You cannot change anyone. That is my next point. You cannot change anyone. And whatever you get from the first time or from the word go, that is that person. And even if they change in quotes, they have just adjusted to manipulate you. But once they are tired of manipulating you, they'll just go back to their comfort zone and behave the way they used to behave. So you cannot change someone. So if someone shows you this from the very beginning, just take it as it is. Just take it as it is. Children are very expensive and demanding. I love my daughter so much, but at times, oh my God, children take up so much of your time, so much of your energy, so much of your finances. And this is something people should put into consideration before giving birth. At least, I know you cannot be 100% sure on everything, that you have money, you have investments, you have savings, you have what, but at least there are some basic things that you should have or you should know before having children. Children are not cheap. When you give birth, they are always going to clinics because they are sick. Maybe they have siblings, maybe someone has touched them with dirty hands, they've put their hands in their mouths, someone came with a cold, they have a cold, they need to go for injections, you need Ubers to go to the hospital, you need to take care of yourself. So children are not expensive. Once they grow, there is school fees, they are always at school, they are sharing things, they are sick, you have to look for a nanny who has to take care of them. So Children are not expensive. So take your time and think about it. And just know, do I really want kids, or do I just want to give my kids the basic life just because people are being told to give birth? So I should just give birth and give my kids just that basic life because people are giving birth, so let me give birth. No. Make everything clear from the beginning. Set boundaries. Also air out your pet peeves. This normally or I want to apply this to relationships. In most cases, we tend to not talk during the first stage of the relationship, and this ends up very ugly when you continue being in the relationship, because someone be like, you never mentioned this in the beginning, so why are you complaining about it right now? And at that particular point, that person is not going back, so this person is going to frustrate you. So set boundaries from the word go. Air out your pet peeves. If you don't like this, if you don't like this, if you don't tolerate this, let that person choose whether they want to be with you or not. After you have already set your boundaries and you've already aired what you don't like or not. If you love someone, please love them loudly without holding back. I always shout about this. Why should I stay with someone, or why should I claim this is my husband, this is my boyfriend, this is my sister, this is my brother, and I don't love them loudly? When I'm asked, I'm like, oh, he's my husband, but babe, I love you and I love you so much. And yeah, show love. You might be here with that person and the next minute the person is gone. In this world, we don't know what is happening. And I normally tell someone, instead of holding that love to yourself and pretending, no, I'm not going to show my husband love because he's going to cheat. You can even not show him love or show him love and he still does whatever he wants to do. So at that moment when you're with that person and you feel like you love that person, show them love. Once you're done with them, you can do whatever you want to do with them. But when you're in that situation, when you're in that state, when you're in that relationship, when you're in that home with that person, just love them loudly. Show them love. Show them love. Another point I'm going to talk about, and this is my last like a subtitle, is finances. Save your money. Save your money. This is something I've learned the hard way. There are times whereby you don't even have a single coin to do anything, and yet the year started when you were saying, I'm going to save, I'm going to save, I'm going to save. And I've greatly improved this year, and I must just pat myself on the back and say that I have done so much for myself this year. I have saved so much, and I have also spent on things that I have loved doing. There is no expenditure that I have done that I have regretted later on. There is nothing of the sort. Yeah. So I have saved a lot this year, and I have also tried my level best not to go beyond my budget or not live within my means, because at times it happens. So save your money for rainy days, for days whereby you want to get things for yourself or get things for your friends, for your family. Have that culture of saving. Have goals or targets. Yeah, if someone's birthday is in September and today we are in January, you can as well say, let me save for Faith's gift. Let me just put 50 shillings every single day. By the time it reaches September 9th, I have this amount of money, so you can get someone something. Instead of waiting for that day and you feel pressured and you want to impress Faith, then you just go to your account or wherever you keep your money and just remove 20,000 out of nowhere. You just butcher and slash your account because you want to impress Faith. Then you go and buy something worth 20k. Then tomorrow, when we are not in good terms, you come and tell me, Faith, you don't know how or where I got the money, where I bought you the gift. Just try and save your money, and also have goals, and also have targets, and also have a strategy when you're even going to buy. Right now, things are thick. Things are thick and things are tough here in Kenya right now. The economy is just doing some funny dance with us, but I know things will get better. If not better, we have to work hard. So at least save your money. Save your money, because you never know. Then healthcare is expensive, have insurance. This is where the point comes. There was a time I had headaches and back aches, which were extreme to an extent. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't watch television. I could not bend like this. I could not sleep. I could not eat. I was feeling nauseous, and I had to go and do an MRI. Then in Kenya, we have something called NHIF, which is a government health insurance. And when I went to the hospital, they were like, no, if you want to do an MRI, because I was like, I really wanted to know what is wrong with me. And an MRI is a scan that shows the depth. It shows even, I think, the arteries and even the veins in your body. So if you want a doctor to give you a very, like, ile results, like mzuri kabisa, they normally do an MRI on whatever part of your body they want to know what the problem is. So when I went there, I was like, okay, since the NHIF is not assisting me in any way, I'm going to use cash. And oh my God, you guys, whew, things are not cheap. Healthcare is not cheap. I paid so much money, and I did, I think, 3 MRIs or 2 MRIs. I paid so much money to an extent when the doctor told me that there is nothing wrong with me, I felt like I would just catch him by the neck and just his neck. But you cannot do that. So I felt so bad, and not because I didn't, there are some insurances also that don't cover for such tests, MRI and whatnot. They tell you like, oh, we can cover for this, but we cannot cover for this. So I don't know, but healthcare is very, very expensive. And the reason as to why I can also add something onto that part of me having headaches and having to go for checkups is because if you don't take care of yourself and you let nonsensical issues affect you, then they put you down, and the people whom you're worried about are living their lives. Imagine you will die. You will die, and that person will continue with his or her life the following day. They will only care about you when they are sick and they are next to you. But once they leave the door that they are going somewhere, they won't even remember that Faith is sick somewhere. Know that I don't have to go anywhere. Please, guys, live your life, prioritize your health, put your health first. If someone is stressing you and you feel like you cannot be in that space, walk away. If someone doesn't love you and you love them, walk away. You will get someone who will love you with the same energy that you have. So I don't believe in staying in situations whereby you can work out situations, but I don't believe in staying in situations whereby you're the one who's always crying, you're the one who's always begging, you're the one who's always... It's not a healthy environment. So when I remember all that, I'm not even crying about the amount of money, but I'm crying about the stupid things that I let affect my life at that particular time. But right now, I know better. So healthcare is very expensive. Please take care of your health. Please take care of your health, and if you can, get health insurance. And if you cannot have health insurance, work so hard that when you go to hospital, you pay cash. That is for my rich buddies. My last point is buy things in bulk. It saves a lot of money. This is something I started doing a while back. Instead of when it reaches evening is when you want to send someone to the shops or whatnot, you want to go and buy, just incorporate things. You can cook mandazis for breakfast. You can buy food in bulk. I plugged you on my previous vlog where to get meat, very affordable and fresh milk. That is Kenya Meat Commission. You just call them and they do deliveries. You buy things in bulk from the wholesale. From if you go to the supermarket, you can buy items in like detergents and whatnot, 10 liters, 20 liters. It really saves you a lot. You might see at that particular time you're paying for your shopping like 40 or 50,000, but 40 or 50,000 will last you like 3 months. And like buying 10, and by the time it's 3 months, you've already spent more than even 70,000. So buy things in bulk. It really saves you a lot of money. So that is my last point. I hope you've gotten 2 or 3 or even 10 points from whatever I have given. So I hope you subscribe and stay. I'm going to see you on the next video. Adios, my loves. Love you.